Hello, my name is Toby. Let's get into a little slow flow practice. You might want to grab a block for this one. And we're just going to start in a standing forward fold. So just do whatever works for your body already. You might just pedal out the legs. You can let the arms dangle. Maybe you want to grab opposing elbows, whatever works for you here. Taking a little bit of thankfulness for the body for being able to breathe, be here now, of course. Let the neck relax. Now let's take an inhale to lift up halfway and exhale, cross your right ankle behind the left so outer edges of your feet might touch, and we'll walk the hands over to the left as well. So if you press your right hip back, you can get into the lower side waist a little bit, relaxing the head. You can just let it be a bowling ball if that's okay for your pressure in your head today. Take an inhale to come back and just extend the right leg behind you. So this is where you can use a block under your hands for a modified warrior 3, or you can take your hands to your heart, reach them out to a T, whatever your version is. Just take a couple breaths. And on an exhale, plant your fingertips down and step that right knee down and back. So getting into the hips. You might inhale to lift the arms up. You could gaze up if it's okay for the back of the neck only. Just let that right hip flexor open. Exhale, bring your fingertips down and straighten out that left knee. You can flex your foot towards your face as you reach your face towards your foot. Keeping a little length in the spine. Breathe. Exhale, plant your foot back down and step the right foot to meet the left back in that forward fold. Whatever version of your fold you like. Try to keep the sitting bones pressing towards the ceiling. Bending the knees as much as you need to here, taking good care of your body today. Let's take an inhale to come up halfway and exhale. Left foot comes behind the right and we walk the fingertips over to the right. Again, now pressing the left hip back to get just maybe subtly a little more stretch. Head relaxes here. And on an inhale, we'll walk the hands back to center. This is again where you might like a block, and extend the left leg back. Keeping at least a little bend in the right knee. Hands can come wherever suits you for your Virabhadrasana C, Warrior 3. And exhale, we'll step the knee down and back. Let the hips sink forward and down as you inhale, lifting up through the arms. You can lift up out of the hips. Maybe you get a little back bend. Pay attention to the heart. Exhale, fingertips down and just straighten out the right knee. Maybe the knee's a little bit bent. Doesn't matter. Just getting a hamstring stretch. Exhale, bend the knee and sweep the left foot forward back into that forward fold. Now take an inhale, coming all the way up to your chair pose. So bend the knees, lifting up through the arms. Your weight will go back into the heels. And you might see your big toes peeping out beyond the knees. Press into the left foot. Inhale, lift up with the right knee. And exhale your heel to the top of the left thigh. So your chair balance. Maybe you want to cactus the arms. Maybe you want to do something else with the arms. Maybe you want to sink it down. Who knows? Press the right knee towards the earth. All right, inhale, kick the right foot up. And exhale, step it back for your high lunge. So again, you might lean back. Exhale, arms to a T to the left. You might gaze off your back middle finger, your soft gaze, your drishti. Letting your focus be inward. Inhale, arms come back to center. And exhale, fingertips down, step forward into that forward fold. Inhale, chair pose, Utkatasana. Let your pelvis be even, so not sticking out the tailbone or super tucked under. And we'll inhale, lift the left leg up, and exhale for your chair balance on this side. Maybe your elbows come in line with the shoulders. Inhale, kick your left foot forward, and exhale, we'll step back for our high lunge on this side. On an exhale, your exhale, arms come to a T to the right. Just check in, make sure that right knee isn't trying to hunch inward. I know that tends to happen. Inhale, arms back to center. And exhale, plant the fingertips, step forward into your Uttanasana, your forward fold. Go ahead and toe heel the feet a little wider apart. Inhale, halfway, maybe to a block. And exhale, fold. So the toes are pointing forward, and you might be pulling yourself gently down. Let your shoulder blades come up and back towards the hips, like you're making a little space for the neck. Your knees are a little bit bent or maybe a lot bent, but you do want to keep the thighs engaged. So pulling the kneecaps upward. Breathe like you are bowing to yourself, honoring your practice today. Let's take an inhale, lift up halfway, toe heel the feet back together, and exhale. This time we'll step back to the top of our push-up and lower down or halfway down. Go ahead and point the toes. Inhale, fingertips down, lift the chest for a baby cobra. Exhale, forehead back down. Inhale for a second one. Maybe you want to take your fingers off the mat. Exhale, bring the forehead back down, hands back down. Inhale, one more. Lift the fingertips maybe. Exhale, lower back down. Then go ahead and grab your hands behind your back for your locust pose. Maybe you're going to lift your feet, your legs off the mat as well. Rolling those shoulders back, lifting the chest. Breathe. Squeeze those shoulder blades. And exhale, let's release it down. Inhale back through your table and exhale, modified child's pose, reaching through the fingertips. And then come to your regular table pose and we'll take a twist. So inhale, reach up with your right arm. Exhale, thread the needle onto the right shoulder blade, right side of the face. You can reach your left arm forward or go ahead and take it behind the back if that feels better for your shoulder today. So allow your hips to shift forward or back or to a side, whatever lets you get into any possible tightness in your right shoulder blade area. Keep the neck relaxed. Exhale, return your left hand under the shoulder, and inhale, peel back up the right arm. Exhale, right hand down. Inhale, left arm lifts. Exhale, thread the needle on this side. Again, whatever works for your right arm, reaching it forward or behind. Shifting as needed. Maybe reaching the left fingertips a little further to the left if you need to. Relaxing the jaw, relaxing the face. Exhale, release your right hand down. And we'll take our inhale to reach up through the left arm. Exhale, left hand down. Let's cross the ankles and we're gonna sit back into a seat. So we'll take a wide-legged forward fold, flex the feet, and let's take the hands behind us for a moment. So lift up through the chest and exhale, walk the fingertips forward. So stay long through your spine at first. Keep those feet flexing, like you're pressing the heels away from the center of your body. And then if you want, you can relax your head down if that is not creating pulling or ripping pain, of course. Taking care of the body today. Inhale, walk the fingertips back up. And exhale, let's take the right foot in. So stay extended through your left foot. Inhale, right arm up, and exhale, side bend towards your left foot. So left hand can be in the inside of your left leg. Maybe you're gonna grab your foot here, who knows? But try to stay nice and open in the right shoulder so we're not collapsing down. You can just relax your head here. Maybe you're gonna gaze up or just let the left ear drop down. Inhale, back up to center. Exhale, right hand down. And inhale, lift the hips. You might want to roll around your left arm or just get a side stretch. You might want to grab your left foot with your left hand. Who knows? Really breathe into that side body. Exhale, let's release it down. We're just gonna change legs. So active through that right leg and foot. Inhale, left arm up, and exhale, here we go to the side. So as usual, this side might be a little or a lot different, but that's okay. Getting a little bit of self-acceptance. Breathing fully, trying to keep that left shoulder open. Inhale, we'll come up to center. Exhale, left hand down. And as you inhale, we'll reach the right arm up and back. Again, you might do some circles. You might want to grab your foot, who knows? Doing what is necessary for your body at this moment. And exhale, we'll come back to seated. And then we're just going to roll onto our back. So you can grab around your shins or thighs, and here we go back onto the mat. Let's plant the feet in front of the sits bones, bringing your fingers towards your heels. And we'll take an inhale to lift up through the hips. You may or may not grab your hands behind the back. Just getting our bridge pose. Always remember to stay active through the thighs, like they're going to reach towards each other without touching. Shoulders roll under. Heart lifts up towards the chin. And on an exhale, we'll release the hands, release the hips back down. Let's windshield wiper the knees a little bit. So bring your feet about mat distance apart or so, really taking a little time to get into the outer hips. You might feel a little stretch there. And let's take an inhale to lift the right leg and exhale for your figure four on this side, or laying down, I should say, taking any bind you might need. So it's like our reclined pigeon. Gently pulling your left knee towards your face to get just a little bit more into the right hip. So you can flex the right foot, you can press the right knee towards the front of the mat if you need to feel a little bit more. Exhale, plant your left foot down and go ahead and cross your right knee over the left. You might shift your hips a little to the right. And exhale, relax the knees to the left for your twist. You can gaze to the right. You might like to take your left hand to the outside of the right thigh, like I'm doing here, just for a little extra weight, a little extra twist if you need it. Inhale, let's take the hips back to center, and exhale, leave the knee or the right knee where it is and just let both knees drop to the right as you gaze left. So this might get a little bit more into the outer left hip. So right knee stays over the left for this version. Twisted roots, some call it. If the first twist is twisted roots, the second is twisted roots. Inhale back to center and exhale, unwind and straighten out the hips. Inhale, left foot up. Exhale, ankle to the top of the right thigh. Again, for your little hip opener. If you keep the left foot flexed, that'll support the left knee a little bit. And you can actively press the left knee towards the front of the mat. Exhale, release your right foot down and cross the left knee all the way over. Maybe you're going to shift the hips to the left before you let the knees drop right. Using your right hand for a bind if you like. Left arm is somewhere that can relax your left shoulder blade. Your gaze might be somewhere off the left middle finger. If your palm is up, that'll relax the shoulder blade area a little bit more. All right, so inhale, we take the knees back to center, leave them as they are, and just exhale them over to your right. Gaze might fall over to your right. Gaze and knees back to center. Unwind. We're just going to straighten out the hips once again. Let's take it into a happy baby for a little inversion. So you can grab the toes with the peace fingers, or maybe you're going to grab the outside of the feet. You can even grab behind the thighs here, and we're just going to stretch out the legs, maybe one, both. They can come apart or together. Do try to send the tailbone a little bit towards the earth here, just to protect the lower back. Might be pulling the knees towards the earth on either side of the ribs. And then let's take the legs straight up. You can bring your palms down at your sides, or maybe you're going to sneak the palms underneath the sacrum, the lower back. Breathe. And now we're going to exhale the legs about a third of the way down. So press the lower back down into the earth. You can engage the bandhas a little bit here. Engaging the abs a little bit here. Exhale, we're going to come down another third of the way. Breathe, relax the jaw. And another exhale to lower the feet a little bit more. Keep breathing. And exhale, bring them all the way down. All right, go ahead and hug the knees in. You can take a little circles or side to side. Just releasing the lower back. And finally, we're going to come into our Shavasana for just a couple of minutes. Relaxing the shoulders, releasing the whole body. You might take a big inhale. Exhale, sigh it out. Taking rest. Start to breathe a little more deeply, making a little movements. Might take that full body inhale to stretch arms and legs. Exhale, hug it in. Then you might roll to your favorite side or rock and roll right up to a seat. Thank you for sharing your practice with me today. The divine joy and light in me honors, reflects, and bows to the very same divine joy and light that dwells in you. Namaste.